Well, gentlemen, congratulations to the two of you. You have beat out the competition in the first and second round of our Arctic Forge Challenge, which means you're both one step closer to check for $10,000 and the title of Forge and Fire Champion. Now, guys, in this final round of competition, we're gonna be sending you back to your home forges to build yet another iconic weapon from the ice-cold north. And that weapon is the Northern Long Seax.
The Northern Long Seax is a single-edged blade widely used by Vikings and Northern European tribes during the Middle Ages. Its razor-sharp edge and pointed tip were useful in slashing as well as for thrusting, allowing the user to deliver heavy blows and stabs to finish off an opponent in close-quarter combat. Although used as a deadly weapon, the Vikings would also use the Seax to hack tree branches and skin animals. Today, the versatile blade can be seen in Netflix's historical drama series, The Last Kingdom.
Now, guys, you will only have 4 days to build these blades. When you come back, we want to see 2 Seaxes that are worth at least $10,000 a piece, because that's what one of them will win you. Good luck, guys. We'll see you in 4 days.
Good luck.
Yeah. I'm Devin Chatterley. I'm 29 years old. I am an active National Guardsman, and I'm a part-time bladesmith. I need to come in here, gung-ho, full focus. I'm ready to become the next Forge and Fire champion and join the other winners before me.
Oh my gosh.
I noticed that it concaved going up to the drop point, so I'm going to just start drawing out that metal wide as possible because I need this to make parameters. There we go. That's the one I was looking for. I couldn't be more proud. Let's get started on the handle. I'm going to cut up some aluminum bar stock for the pommel.
Hit threads. Whee! All right. Now it's even more snug.
Today I'm just going to focus on the little details.
I know my handles are a bit plain and bland, but at least they'll be shiny.
I just want to make sure this weapon will perform, so at the end of this day I will be testing it out as much as I can.
Okay, here we go. Sliced right through.
I got my blade done. I'm very happy with it. It cuts, it kills. It's pretty much perfect.
My name's Clay Wolf. I build houses for a living. I'm a part-time bladesmith. I got into smithing by watching the competition. So I bought a forge and then I started doing my own at-home competitions with myself. I set a 3-hour alarm and I make random perimeters for myself and I go at it. Those look like they're setting really well. There we go. So I decided to put some detail in my spine, make it stand out a little bit. I'm working on my handle. And as I'm looking at it, I notice it has a twist to it. Cannot turn something in like that. I'm going to stick it in the forge and try to hammer this straight. There's a slight warp, but I'll have to do. Well, we got the forge lit, so we might as well try to heat treat this thing. Hard. Good quench, good quench. This wood I'm using is walnut, and what's special about this is this tree grew on my family farm and was cut down on our family sawmill. It looks amazing. I couldn't be happier. I have an edge on this, but I really want to see how sharp it is, so I need to test this blade. I really hope that this is gonna cut through these bottles with ease. I hope my blade's sharp enough, but we're gonna find out. This blade just cut right through the water bottles with ease. They're clean cuts. I couldn't be happier. I feel confident sending this back to the forge. I can't wait to see it tested.
All right, bladesmiths, welcome to the KEAL test. To find out what kind of lethal damage your weapons will do, I will take your weapon, deliver some lethal blows on this big carcass. Clay, you ready to play?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do this. All right, Clay, let's talk about your Northern Long Seax here. Do you have a forward heavy blade? With that forward weight, it really allows for deeper chops. The edges are sharp, they cut deep, and overall, sir, your weapon, you'll kill.
That's all I wanted to hear.
All right, Dapper Devin, you're up next. Are you ready, sir?
I'm pumped. Let's do this.
All right, Devin, let's talk about your weapon here. The blade you have here is nicely balanced, that when I cut, the weapon does not do the work for me. I do the work with every slash. As you can see, I cut it down twice all the way through. Overall, sir, your Northern Log Seax will KEAL.
Thank you, sir.
Bladesmiths, welcome to our strength test. Fittingly for this Arctic challenge, we're gonna do the ice block chop. It really tests the edge holding and overall construction of your knives, and it's a lot of fun too. Clay, you're first, you ready to go?
Give her hell.
All right, Clay, I got a little bit of an issue here. Your grain's not that bad. I mean, it could be finer, but it's not that bad. But every time I hit, that blade just vibrated like crazy and it just traveled down. So it started to bend, and then all that vibration and everything, it just finally came loose. I hate to see a nice Damascus pattern like this, have something happen to it like that, but hey, it's a good fight, man.
We hate to see it, Clay. Unfortunately, your blade did succumb to this test, but you're not out of the fight yet. Devin, you have to survive 6 blows in the same test to claim the title and the check for $10,000. You ready?
Let's do it.
Devin, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Clay, difficult test. And I want to say thank you so much for your hard work, but unfortunately, due to the catastrophic failure, we couldn't continue the testing. So unfortunately, man, time here in the Forge has ended. I'm gonna have to ask you to please step out.
Thank you.
Well, Devin, congratulations, man. You are today's Arctic Forge champion. You absolutely deserve it. That is a brutal test, and you crushed it.
Thank you. I can't believe this just happened. I am the Forge and Fire champion, and I'm just thanking all the support I've had from my wife. My first plan is to take my wife to Miami. We're gonna get out of this cold weather and go sit on the beach for at least 4 days and just relax in the sunlight. I'm very excited.
Glade and Matt, congratulations. You guys have made it into the 3rd and final round of this competition. Now it's time to send you back to your home forges to recreate this iconic weapon from history. The Boateng Saber. Here to tell you more about it, historic weapons recreation specialist David Baker.
The Boateng Saber holds the world record as the most expensive sword ever sold at $7.7 million. Commissioned by the Chinese Emperor Quilong in the 18th century, this elaborate weapon is inlaid with gold, copper, and jewels. In addition to its beauty, the slightly curved blade featured a sharp, lethal edge, ideal for slashing into an opponent. Combining artisanal craftsmanship and deadly practicality, this weapon is worthy of an all-powerful ruler.
$7.7 million? Damn. No pressure.
Good luck, bladesmiths. We'll see you in 4 days.
Good luck. It's morning of day 2. I'm feeling pretty good, a little sleepy. My main goal today is to get it all ground down, get the fullers in and quench. Wanted a really big fuller in it just so it knocks a lot of the weight out. Now I'm gonna go to the heat treat. I really hope this fits in there. I don't know if it got hard or not. It's not really getting hard. There's a couple dead spots in it. I think I'm just gonna have to redo the quench because I don't wanna risk having a super bent blade on any of the tests they do. Here we go. Looks pretty good.
Starting day 2. What I want to get done is finish the profile of the Saber. As I'm forging, the exhaustion just starts to set in. I'd pay $700 for a big blue right now. It's starting to look like a Boateng Saber now.
It's morning, day 3. I still got a lot to do. The handle material's moving really, really slow. I've already clogged up about 4 belts, and I gotta save some for the blade finishing. I'm gonna start getting a little bit nicer of a profile and just start cleaning it up. So I pretty much finished up the blade. This has been a pretty tough challenge. I'm extremely tired. My back is killing me from all the grinding, but tomorrow's the last day and I'm gonna turn in an amazing weapon.
It's day 4. I got a torch and a sword. Get out of my way. Yesterday, we got the quench done, and it went awesome. Still hard, so that's good. I've got a piece of brass stock. This will make a nice guard. Almost there. I find a piece of walnut. It's dark, so I think it'll look cool with the brass. I just gotta cut it in half. Ow! I went through there quicker than I thought it would. I ain't got time to bleed. Let's go. We're gonna clean it up, wrap some tape around it, keep going. I'm really worried at this point. Am I gonna lose time? Am I gonna be able to finish this sword? All bandaged up, ready to go. Let's get back to work. I'll make it. It ain't gonna stop me. But I really had to take my time, be careful, and not be in a hurry. Let that be a lesson to everybody. The final stretch. My Boateng Saber is made of sweat, rain, and blood, literally. I got an emperor to deliver this to. Gotta go.
Bladesmiths, welcome to the KEAL test. To find out how lethal your weapons are, we'll take your weapons and deliver some lethal blows on this Boar Carcass. It's time to find out if your blades will stand up to the most expensive blade ever sold in auction, or if they're going on a Fortune Fire reduced sale. Glenn, you're up first. You ready for this?
Yes, I am.
All right, Glenn, let's talk about your weapon here. Your edge is sharp. That's a thick hide right there, and it chops deep into it. Overall, sir, your Boateng will KEAL. All right, Matt, your turn, sir. You ready?
Let's bring home the bacon.
All right, Matt, I like the bounce that you have your weapon here. Your handle is a little bit blocky. So when you have a blocky handle right there, when you're swinging for the rafters right there with full power, it tends to move around. I can't get full grip on this. Your edge is sharp, though. Some of the chops there, it goes deep. It will KEAL.
Thank you.
Bladesmiths, welcome to one of my favorite tests, the ice block chop. Supersized. Now I'm gonna take your swords and beat them repeatedly and mercilessly into this large block of ice. A good strong sword should be able to hold up to the stress. One that's not so good might chip, bend, or even break apart. Gladen, how you feeling, buddy?
A little nauseous.
All right, Gladen, nice job. A little bit forward heavy, but good strong blade. Your edge is perfect. No damage at all. Good job. How you feeling, Matt?
After watching that, I don't know.
Well, we're gonna find out. All right, Matt, you survived. Everything's still tight, nothing came loose. But your edge is not what it was. It hasn't exactly rolled over or chipped, it just doesn't have that razor edge it did have when I started. But hey, man, you survived. Good job.
Thank you.
All right, bladesmiths, welcome to the sharpness test, the Tatami mat slice. Now we'll take your weapon and try to cut through these tatami mats. A sharp blade should cut all the way through. Bladen, you're up first. You ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it. Cha-ching! All right, Bladen, let's talk about your edge here. It's sharp. It cut through the first 3 tatamis easily, even on the one that's doubled up. Overall, sir, your weapon, it will cut.
Thanks, sir.
All right, Matt, your turn. So you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do this. All right, Matt. As you can see, it did cut a little bit, but during the strength test, it did get some dulling. It's still sharp, but it's not as sharp. But this is the reason why we have the sharpness test, so we know how well your edge is able to hold on to its sharpness. But you can see in the first cuts, it will cut.
Thank you.
All right, gentlemen, the judges have made their final decision. Our new Forged in Fire champion is Gladen. Congratulations, you're the Forged in Fire champion. Matt, unfortunately, your blade didn't make the cut. Matt, you did fantastic work, but at this time, I have to ask you to exit the forge. Good job.
Thanks very much.
Good job.
I was a little bummed. Overall, I feel like I made a good sword. It survived chopping a big block of ice, so that's pretty good. Proud of that. Usually, Forged in Fire is a really tough challenge. It really pushes you to really expand on your skills.
Gladen, you are the Forged in Fire champion. That is a title that does not come with a check for $7.7 million, but it does come with one for $10,000. Good job, brother.
Thank you.
Come over here and shake our hands.
Thank you.
Good job, brother. You did a great job.
The whole Forged in Fire experience has been fantastic for me. All the learning that I've been able to do.
Nice job. Just a little bit lighter next time.
Yeah, I know. Being the Forged in Fire champion gives me the confirmation that, you know, I can make good swords and blades. It really helps me know I'm going in the right direction. So should be 7.7 million, but you know, I'll take 10,000.